Got a dirty work truck? Of course you do, because why else would you be here? Today, we're going to show you guys our top tips and tricks to getting your dirty work truck looking as good as new. Let's get started. Alright guys, so the first school of thought is going to be the wheels. Now when it comes to the wheels, they're big, they get dirty, they accumulate a lot of dirt, grime, and brake dust. And the last thing that you want to do is be there with a super soft cleaner. That's why we have things like our chemical guys, Signature Series Orange Degreaser. Now this right here, I've already taken the liberty to dilute it in a separate spray bottle, which is great because that's exactly what degreasers are for. You can dilute them to fit your needs. The wheels have a lot of accumulated brake dust, as well as all the undercarriage. You have all the tar and grime that you end up collecting as you're driving your work truck from site to site. So the last thing that you want to do is be in there all day trying to, scrub it with the soft cleaner and, trying to get the job done. So that's why we have this buddy right here. So the great thing about Signature Series Orange Degreaser is that you can literally spray it on, rinse it right off with great results. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this onto the entire wheel, pressure wash it off, and then I'll show you guys the results. Alright guys, we just finished cleaning up everything here. We sprayed the wheels and tires as well as the undercarriage and mud flaps with their Signature Series Orange Degreaser, and check it out, this thing looks great. The tires and wheels are clean. You can definitely tell that they look nice and good now. But one thing I do want to mention is it's a work truck, guys. Before you guys start bashing in the comments about these wheels, just keep in mind the center caps, they're plastic, they've seen better days. The wheels do also have curb rash and some nicks and stuff like that. So we're not gonna hold the owner accountable. It looks great for us, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on. So we're gonna clean the rest of the wheels, and then we'll be back with you guys for more tips on washing your truck. So now that the wheels are all clean, now we're gonna move on to tip number 2, which is using a citrus-based soap to wash your truck. Now, the reason you would want to use a citrus-based soap to begin with is because it's citrus-based. It's strong and it's going to be designed to break down all the heavy dirt, grime, and any kind of embedded contamination that's on the surface of your vehicle to give it that truly deep clean. Because we already know people with work trucks, they're constantly working, they're grinding, they don't have time to wash their truck. So what's up happening is a lot of that dirt and grime accumulates on their vehicle, and sometimes that dirt and grime is just a little bit stubborn to wipe off. So that's when you want to use a heavy-duty soap like our Tough Mudder Truck Wash. Now this right here is designed for super muddy trucks. If you have an ATV, a UTV, a trailer, an RV, whatever it is, and you happen to get it really, really muddy or really, really dirty, this is the soap that you want in your life. Now right now, what I'm also going to do is go into our segue for tip number 3, which is actually pairing it with our Torque Big Mouth Max Release Foam Cannon. Now the reason that you would want to use this to wash your truck, well, it's big. And you want big coverage, right? So you don't want to be there with the wash mitt trying to wipe down every single little nook and cranny. You're going to be there all day. By using a foam cannon, it's going to allow you to get a nice, deep, wet coat of foam onto your vehicle, which is also going to help pre-clean the vehicle. So that way, by the time you get there to start wiping it down, it's already been cleaned to an extent, which is going to make your life easier in terms of scrubbing. And it's going to help prevent the overall chance of inflicting damage like scratches and swirls to your vehicle during the wash. So right now, what I'll do is I'll actually set this up. So all you have to do is take off the nozzle. And then we're going to go ahead and put about 2 to 3 ounces of our Tough Mudder Truck Wash into the bottle itself. So we're just going to grab this bottle here, and we're going to give it about 2 or 3 good squirts. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to grab the nozzle. We're going to put that back onto the bottle. So now that we put the nozzle back on, all you have to do now is stir up the product, and you're all set to start washing. But before you do so, make sure to pre-rinse your vehicle to knock off as much dirt and grime before you start wiping it down. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it, then I'm going to foam it, and then I'm going to wipe it down with my favorite chemical guys wash mitt, get it all nice and washed up, and then I'll meet you guys at the drying process. Tip number 4, whenever it comes to washing a big truck, you're going to need a big towel to dry it. So right here we have our 𝗃𝗏𝗿 twisted loop drying towel, and this towel is great because it's ultra large, it's ultra absorbent, and it's ultra soft. And the great thing about it is that it absorbs over a gallon of water, so no matter what size car, truck, or SUV you have, this 𝗃𝗏𝗿 is going to be more than enough to dry it all up. So I'm going to go ahead and dry up the whole truck with one towel, and then I'll be right back with you guys for our last tip. For our final pro tip, which is actually my personal favorite tip, is actually applying your favorite chemical guys dressing to your tires with a flag tip bristle brush. That's right, you heard me correctly. A brush is my favorite applicator to apply tire shine to these tires, and I'll show you guys the reason why. So this brush is actually flexible, so if you actually push it around, you'll see that the bristles flex, but the tips of the bristles of this brush are actually kind of flared out, which means that it's going to help you get into all these little hard to reach nooks and crannies. So as opposed to you trying to get in there with a foam applicator or a microfiber applicator, the bristles of the brush are going to do the work for you. All you have to do is press down. So in order to apply tire shine, I'm going to grab our 𝗃𝗃𝗃, which is now available in new car set. And then we're also going to be applying a couple drops onto this brush. I like to start off with about 5. And then you can also apply more if need be. So I'll show you guys that right there. Those are my 5 drops. And now I'm going to show you guys how to work it onto the tire. So pro tip, just kind of smear it all around. And then come back to the original point where you first set it down, and then just start working it in. And you'll see that the bristles actually do an incredible job at evenly spreading your tire shine onto these tires while also getting into all these hard to reach grooves on your tires, which, you know, these work trucks, they're known for. They have off-road tires, all-terrain tires, whatever kind of tires you're using. This is going to help you get into every nook and cranny, no matter what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and shine up all my tires, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a huge like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you guys want to pick up any of the products that you guys saw in today's video, they're all going to be linked in the description and pinned comment down below. You can find them on our website, 𝘃𝗏𝗿guys.com, or at your local detail garage store. As always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys. We'll see you next time.